I haven't made a video in forever, but there's so many things, so much that's been going on that, like, I really need to make a video. My face is red right here. I don't know why I get these random red spots sometimes. I, like, have improved a real lot. Like, I feel like my old self so much. I feel my old self coming back. I've noticed that my herxes sometimes are non-existent. A lot of the times are almost non-existent. When I take the antibiotics, I don't hurt. There's a medication I take every other Friday, and then I'm off for a week, and then I take it every other Friday again. It's called Flagyl, and I think that's how you say it. But that makes me hurt like crazy. Those were always my worst days, where I would go out of my mind when I took it. It was so bad. The last 2 weeks that I took it, I slept through it. I've been sleeping so much. I can't even tell you how much I've slept today. And the last week, I've slept like almost the whole entire time. What I've noticed since I've been getting so much better is that my Lyme disease symptoms are basically going in reverse. The first thing I noticed when I knew I was sick was random pains that I couldn't explain, and I'd go to the doctor and I'd say, my glands feel swollen, or my throat hurts, or go to the dentist and say that my teeth hurt. And that was the first symptom I noticed over the 2 years after I got bit by the tick. And then the next really bad thing that happened was that I would sleep. I would sleep like I am now. For like 2 months, I slept all the time, and then after that is when I got extremely sick, where I couldn't even get out of bed. I could barely walk to the bathroom. I couldn't breathe. So basically everything is gone. Like, the first thing I noticed when I was getting better was I wasn't crying all the time. I didn't have the brain problems. I wasn't scared of motion and getting in the car, and like everything going on around me wasn't scaring me. Then the crying and the freaking out and the staying up all the time and not being able to sleep stopped. Basically all the time. I still have some bad days, but they're like, I think I've had like 2-3 bad days this entire month. Let me think. And then the next thing I noticed was that I was having feeling in my body. I guess I lost a lot of feeling in my body, but I really didn't notice. Like, I felt things that would hurt more. My temperature seems to be more normal. I don't get extremely hot for like a few hours, like flu-like, and then extremely cold for no reason at all. And I still have a hard time going out in the winter when it's cold. I am like so much more cold than I used to be. So a lot of feeling is back in my body. And then I was having the fibromyalgia pain again, just like pain in my spine, muscle pain, tooth pain, all kinds of pain, and it wasn't severe. Now I don't really feel that. Now my problem is that I'm sleeping a lot. My doctor said that the memory problem would be the last to go, and I will probably never get 100% of my memory back. She said maybe 99%, or 95%. My doctor's nurse practitioner, I think she is. Which is fine with me. I do have a lot of my memory back. I don't remember a lot of what's happened over since I got sick. Like, that is still a mystery to me. A lot of what's happened, if you remind me, I may remember, I may not. But right now, I can remember how to do simple things like that I've known all my life, like how to work the microwave and how to do laundry and stuff like that, when before I would stand there and I'd have to think, how do I turn the microwave on? How do I make food and things like that? I most of the time don't have a problem doing that unless I'm sick, which I said isn't often. I know I'm not cured from Lyme disease. I will never be cured from Lyme disease. I have chronic Lyme disease. Stage 3 Lyme disease is chronic. The reason it is chronic is because there's not a way to kill all the bacteria in your body. So anyone who has stage 3 Lyme disease needs to prevent it from coming back. This bacteria is very hard to kill, so even if I'm, like I seem cured, I'm, 99% my old self, I will still have Lyme disease. I need to, keep my immune system healthy, eat right, things like that to make sure it never spreads again. And if it does, and if I do start feeling bad again, which does happen to a lot of people, and it could happen to me, I need to get on antibiotics again. My doctor said that for the rest of my life, he's going to prescribe me low doses of antibiotics, like, maybe a few times a month I'll take antibiotics to ensure that it will never spread again, like all over my body. So right now, I'm not 100% myself that I used to be. I feel myself coming back. I feel like I'm becoming the same person I used to be. I've been going out a lot and doing a lot of things that I haven't done in so long. Like, I did something, I went out, like, partying, which was, not good. I drank, like, 5 beers, which was way too much, but I could handle it. I was out all night. I felt, like, fine, which was really odd because that hasn't happened in so long. I've been going out with my family, friends, went to my sister-in-law's baby shower. When I first got sick, it was Easter. I couldn't even I was staying at my parents' house. I couldn't even have Easter dinner at the table with them because I couldn't get out of bed. I couldn't listen to any noise. Luckily, the noise and the light problem, the sensitivity to light, were my first problems to go away, and I swear those are the most painful. Or maybe it was just that I associate them when I was my sickest. I think. Well, I'm happy to be a lot better, and I'm telling you, like, I got diagnosed when I was very sick within a few months. The month I couldn't get out of bed is the month I got diagnosed, where I couldn't even walk to the bathroom. So I got diagnosed fast, and treatment depends on, or how fast you're going to get better depends on how sick you got, how much bacteria is in your body. And I was extremely sick, but I was lucky to get treatment fast, and my doctor and myself, we know I was bit by the tick at least 2 years before I got sick. I was lucky. I'm lucky to see one of the best doctors that you can see for this disease, who has been there so much, not only giving me antibiotics to help me, but giving me so much medication to control the symptoms. I'm not even going to lie about how hard it was. I would walk past my pills, like, in the kitchen. There was at least 40 bottles of pills, and I was so sick that I would think about swallowing them all. And let me tell you, it was not because I was sad. I was not sad. It was because of how much pain I was in. I wanted to die. I thought about killing myself quite a few times because of the pain. Like, supposedly, the number one cause of death in Lyme disease is suicide, but Lyme disease can also kill you. It can cause fluid around your heart. It can cause so many problems that can kill you, but the pain is unbearable, and I'm so glad I fought through it, and forever, I will never forget this. And like I said, I'm not like saying, oh, I'm cured or anything, or I'm 100% myself. I'm still sick, but I will never forget what I've been through, and I will never stop spreading Lyme disease awareness, even if I have to do it the rest of my life, which I sure hope I do not. And just because I really hope people start to realize, the government realizes we need treatment, they stop fighting over this freaking disease in court, and the ISDA stops being retarded, or IDSA and the CDC. I don't know. People who are still very sick keep fighting. Like, I think everyone is going to get better. I don't know if you'll get 100% better, but trust me, I think you're going to get, like, at least 95% of yourself back, because the treatment takes forever. It takes so long, and like I said, depending on how sick you got is how long it's going to take to get better, or, it depends on how long it's going to take to get better. And it's so hard. It's like, and I can't imagine people who have been through it for longer than myself, because I was such a mess. Like I said, I thought about killing myself, and I was not sad. I was in so much pain, And that's the end of this video. It's 10 minutes. I don't know how many minutes YouTube lets you upload at the moment. Anyways, keep fighting. I will never stop Lyme disease awareness, and I'm not completely healthy, but I'm happy to feel like my old self, even if it's not 100%. Merry Christmas.